Right now on The Bone, it's a cat named Mo. On 102.5 The Bone.
I forget what a jam this is.
Really?
Yeah, I am playing it because the Earth, Wind, and Fire drummer Fred White has died at 67.
Here we go.
I'm assuming he was Maurice White's brother.
Shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see what you can truly be, what you can truly be.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, man, they were bad.
Oh, they were great.
Badass, right?
So there's supposed to be an Okeechobee, this festival that's coming up in a couple of months. Me and Kelly are supposed to go.
Right.
Earth, Wind, and Fire is one of the headliners, but unfortunately, the drummer, so I don't know if they're going to be.
They're the drummers.
yeah. They don't want to miss out on that money.
Yeah. You think the remaining members go hang it up?
Yeah. I mean, out of respect for the drummer, why not?
The Foo Fighters are still going on. You know, I just heard that they're going to continue on after Taylor Hawkins' death.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more of this jam. Like 20 members of Earth, Wind, and Fire. I know one of them in there can play the drums, too.
But I was thinking, man, that check must have been real thin for everybody.
Absolutely.
You know,
that's what killed Hammer. Hammer had 800 dancers.
everybody get a dollar. Everybody get a dollar.
Everybody had their hands out. Hammer was like, I sold 10 million records and I'm broke.
And still broke, right?
Yeah, 800 dancers.
How much did he make over his career? Like 200 million or something?
I don't think it was that much, but it was enough where he shouldn't be broke. Give me one moment. Let the boys take it to the bridge.
You're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see what you can truly be. You're a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see what you can truly be.
First people that should have been paid out of that band are the horn players.
Yeah.
'Cause they were the ones that gave that music, life beyond
True
life
that,
right
true that.
there. So we're not going to talk about we don't do a lot of sports talk with the show, but man, the playoff games for the college
Georgia,
championship.
Ohio State, TCU, and Michigan. Wow.
The TCU Michigan game was off the chain.
Oh my gosh.
Woo! I'm at Side Splitters, and we're in the bar area. So before, during when I'm not on stage, the game is up. BT, he's a big OSU fan. Yep. So, he was there in Happy Cole. He's just a big college football fan. So I didn't watch a majority of either game. I watched more of the OSU because it was also playing at my house, obviously, with Melanie and her mom being both from Columbus, Ohio. So, that TCU Georgia game. I mean, so that's the thing
Ohio
about
Michigan.
Michigan. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the OSU Georgia game.
Wow. Yeah, Georgia came from behind. Well, Georgia came from behind, and then
14. They were down 14 points, and I, if I'm not mistaken, it was the biggest comeback. No other team had come back from 14 points in the fourth quarter. To win the game in college football in the playoff situation. In the playoff situation. And the thing, did you see any of it, Spike?
I was at an event.
But they won.
Yeah, I kept walking in and out. And so I saw in the fourth quarter they were down by 14, and then he kicked the field goal. So that made them they was down by 11 with like 7 minutes to go. So then I got in the car and I went and got home. But I don't understand how Ohio State, Georgia won.
Well, I'm going to tell you how Georgia won. They put more points on the board than OSU.
They played defense and offense, yeah.
They count the points?
You see what I'm dealing with, Mosh? You got somebody that's stupid on your podcast.
They count the points.
Yeah, they count the points, Mike. That's how they won. I'm watching Georgia, and it's 4th and 4. Maybe in the second quarter or third. And they opt to kick, and I'm like, I'm like, that was smart. And Happy's like, nah, man, they should have went for it. No, they should have went for it. He goes, that 3 points is going to be very important later on. He's like, no, 3 points doesn't win a game like this. Not thinking it's going to be that close. And that's exactly what won that game for them. The fact that instead of going it for 4th and 4 and not making it and then blah, 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 they put 3 extra points up. But, so, yeah, Spike, I left side splitters. I didn't stay for the ball drop. I left about 11-something. And I said this. I looked at the score, and Georgia was down. Fourth quarter, down 14 points. And I said, well, this game is over. I said to BT, there you go.
Right.
OSU is going to win. This game is over. I get to, in the 5 minutes that it takes me, 5 to 6
You
minutes
and me
that it
both.
takes me to get to my house, and I walk in, and obviously the TV's on because of them. I look at the score and I go, "What happened?" Georgia was like, maybe at this point they may have been ahead. They were just behind by like a small amount.
6.
And I'm like, "What the hell happened?" And
I can tell you what happened. They scored more points.
scored
Yeah,
more.
they more points. Yeah. You're right, Spike.
Yeah, really.
You're right,
is.
Spike. Yeah.
Hey, Josh, you got anybody this stupid on your show?
Oh man. Hey, Spike was right.
Got him.
Spot him, got him.
So anyway, and the baby woke up at some point. I didn't see the field goal. I didn't even know who. I went upstairs in Ohio State. I don't even. I did.
You're terrible at telling the story.
Well, I'm just telling you what I don't know. I went upstairs.
Tell you what I
and,
don't
and,
know.
And it looked bad. It looked good for OSU. And,
Right.
And I'm like,
they were
okay.
trying to kick a game-winning field goal.
Yeah. I'm like, and then I come to find out later that night.
Wait, hold on a second. You didn't watch it?
I was upstairs putting the baby to sleep, and Melanie is a huge fan in her mom.
You couldn't bring the baby downstairs for that 3-second kick?
I don't have any truck in the game. It's not. It's I don't want him. My son, Legend, he's a big OSU fan
No,
because he
he's
spent
getting
some time
off
up there.
track. My point
but
is-
all I'm saying is, it doesn't matter to me.
But you're talking about it.
The only reason, because it was a big thing. The only reason that I would want OSU to win is because the people around me want OSU.
Got
to win.
all that.
So I stayed with the baby. It's more important for me to make sure the baby sleeps during the night than to watch a college football
But
game.
Mo, it was 3 seconds left in the game.
No, I was upstairs. I went upstairs with probably 6 minutes left. I went upstairs with about 6 minutes left.
Well, when you were upstairs 6 minutes left, the other team, Ohio State, was still winning.
That's what. Yeah. That's why I said. So I said when I left, it looked like OSU was going to win. So anyway, I find out that they didn't, and then the next morning, I look at that kick and, good Lord, man. Can you imagine being that kicker in Ohio, in Columbus now?
Right now, yeah.
Understand something. Don't know when you get a little older. Don't do what a couple of players have done. Don't open up a bar.
Is that what they do?
What was his name? I can't remember his name, but whatever his name. Don't open up a bar with your name on it. Now, yeah. I can't remember the cat's name, but he has a bar. He's highly respected. And
Eddie
he did
George?
well. Yeah, Eddie George.
Was it Eddie George?
Yeah, Eddie George. Yeah. You ain't.
The Heisman Trophy. Yeah.
You ain't gonna have Eddie George's legacy. Ain't nobody coming to your bar restaurant. But you listen, 50 yards. It's not
Yeah,
like
that's
that's
kinda-
automatic.
Yeah, that's kind of pushing it. For sure.
It's not like it's automatic. Can you lose? Can you not make a 50-yard field goal in a game that important?
Can I correct you?
Nah, what's that?
I think it was like a 25 or 30-yard field goal.
No, if they were about to do a 30, 35-yarder, and then Stroud lost some yardage. The field goal attempt was a 50-yard field goal attempt.
Did you say you didn't see the game?
But I also said
I
that
watched the game.
The next morning I went up. I watched the recap and I read the story. I'm 99.9% positive that it was 50 yards. But go look it up real quick. So anyway,
Yeah, it was wide left on a 50-yard field goal.
50-yard field goal, Spike. Don't ever. Hey, Mons, you got somebody that stupid on your show?
I mean, comparatively, but Spike's the man, bro.
And
Spike.
Is he now? Is he disagreeing with me and being wrong?
It's a
Is
good
he?
question.
his name was Noah Ruggles.
Right, yeah, don't open up Ruggles.
Ruggles Bar and Grill.
Yeah, ain't nobody coming to Ruggles. They gonna stay at least 50 yards away from it at all times.
But that's why you got to stay and watch the whole game, man.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I understand, but you have to feel bad for the cat, but also you have to say, hey man, he didn't go on that field and shank that ball on purpose. Who you need to be mad at is the defense for giving up 14 points.
Yeah.
That's what you in the final goal, giving up 14 points when you had fought that hard. Besides, it was number one. Georgia was projected to win. They were, they were the favorite. But yeah.
But at the same time, though, you have a position player that really doesn't get hit throughout
the
whole
only have
game.
one. You say you only got one job.
Yeah, you only got one. Yeah. You're not on the line. You're not a running back. You know what I mean?
I can't argue with that, JR.
You don't really get hit throughout the game.
I
Honestly, the
can't
kicker
argue
is
with
the
that.
most protected. Besides the kicker, the quarterback, the kicker is the most protected position on the field. So they really don't get hit too much.
This game sends you into the national championship. You shouldn't have even been in the top 4 because of your loss to your college rival a couple of weeks back. But because some other losses put you in there, there you are. You are that close. I mean, you make that kick. You are legend in Columbus forever.
No, because if you lose the national championship game, it's mute.
Yeah, but you still, to a degree, but you still got them in the championship game, which they haven't been in.
I got that, but if you get blasted in the national championship game.
Yeah, but you still got that kick is not going anywhere, especially with social media. I say you make that kick and you put them in the position to win. You put them in the championship game, that kick stays with you.
I think that kick probably be if he made it, would have been the most memorable kick of that year. Of that season. It
might have been the most memorable kick of their entire existence. How many times does a team going to the national championship rely, and I'm just talking about Ohio State, how many times have they gotten into the national championship based on a kick?
I don't remember.
It may be never. I don't know. I'm just saying, if it was never, then that's the most memorable kick of the whole OSU program. And that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, that is, man.
That's a lot of pressure.
And especially at 50 yards.
Yeah. No, it's just 35 to spike.
No, yeah, what happened is I got it mixed up. I was thinking about the Raider game. The Raiders and 49ers, the guy.
You didn't have to tell us you messed it up. So
yeah, okay, man. It was obvious.
We know you messed. I told you messed it up.
Yeah, I don't know if I have anybody like that on my show whatsoever. I gotta say.
Well, you need one though. It's easy to roast on him.
You need one.
Yeah,
Who you got? I'll give you a spike for a podcaster to be named later. You ain't even got to move nobody off your show.
I'll take him.
Yeah, we'll just give you Spike if you want him.
Just have Spike. Anyway, but wow. The good thing is that C.J. Stroud, the quarterback, he had the game of his life right there. Yeah, and, he played, and he's probably going to go number 2 in the draft, I bet.
Number 2nd.
Number 2nd.
Number 2.
He said number 3rd.
Yeah, really.
Going number 2nd.
Number 2nd. Can I use that?
Yeah, man. Spike got me talking Spike.
Yeah. You're rubbing off on us, Spike.
I knew exactly what you were talking about, though.
Yeah, you know what I was talking about, right? Going number 2nd.
God damn.
That is a Spikeism.
Ooh-wee. All right, Mosh. So you and all your people good?
Which people are you talking about?
How many people you got?
You and your brawler.
You and your brawler and everybody else.
Oh, yeah. His hand was a little messed up, but I was good, man. Like I said, I got hit a couple times, but only once in the face that I even remember feeling. So.
Okay.
Question. How often do you eat noodle soup at night?
Yeah. That's
I've been drinking and I ain't taking time to eat.
I couldn't
get a Snickers bar.
I couldn't go into and I couldn't go sit down in anywhere because I was about to puke. I was so drunk, so I figured these noodles, they're quick. I can make them.
Right. I feel you.
I would have never, not about me, but I never even thought of eating noodles.
I might have got some wings or one of the hot
dogs. Yeah, you in the 7-Eleven.
Don't
they have hot dogs and wings. Do you, dog?
I almost got the taquito, but I felt like the noodles were going to suck up some of that.
The noodles were probably, you put a taquito and all of that alcohol. Yeah, you throwing that up. Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, well, you don't introduce Mexican to a party.
I get it.
I'm just saying. When things are already jumping off, you open the door, there are a couple of Mexicans standing out there. Yeah, party full.
In the noodles Italian.
No, noodles are Chinese food. Good Lord. Yeah,
So you
good
can
Lord.
introduce Chinese people to alcohol?
Just Chinese. You understand something. You got a party that's going wild, and by party, that's the metaphor for all that alcohol that you've consumed, and that's in your stomach. And it's going wild. You open the door, and there are a couple of Chinese cats there. Let them in.
Let 'em in.
They'll do some Zen-ish.
They'll feng shui it, yeah.
They'll feng shui you. They'll
Yeah.
Zen you. They'll be, but you let the Mexicans in.
Oh, really?
Ooh,
Really?
They
gonna
gonna kick
bring
it.
them carachas, the bajanjas, or what
Absolutely.
the things called?
Maracas, yeah, you almost had it.
What did you say? They're gonna put the carachas.
The carachas.
You
You
know,
said the
carachas.
cucarachas.
Maracas? Is that what
Them things
maracas?
them things
Maracas? Is that what you're trying to
Chanjas, or
say?
whatever they call them.
You said the chachacas.
Yeah,
So,
the
Josh, when we doing a podcast?
yeah.
This is
When
last
is
day.
Mike gonna make his debut on your podcast?
All right, we'll see. We're gonna start a new one tonight.
Jeez.
Listen,
I can go number 2.
I know it's your
number second.
I know it's your podcast, but who was your boy that held it down for you while you were in here goofing around with us tonight?
Right now, well, it doesn't start till 8, so
Right.
I'll have the drive. But it was Beatbox Bob is hosting.
Beatbox Bob. Yeah, do a shout out to every member on your team there.
All right, let me shout out to every member of my team. Look, Beatbox Bob, he's been co-hosting my show with me for 20 months. Great guy at Beatbox Bob, does professional beatboxing, super good dude. My buddy Mikey Fly, he's the one that travels all over the place with me. When you see me out, I'm usually with Mikey Fly. He's the tech guy. I got Schmitty with 4 Ys. He was the freestyle champ until I took that belt off him last week.
Now you
Go
getting
ahead.
in his face.
Go ahead.
And then
You
that's
went
it
from
for now.
Schmitty to you know what.
Big facts. And that was the 3rd time I battled him, but the first 2 times I was like, look, I don't want to get my own belt on my own show.
Listen,
but then,
you're a generous man, cup of noodles mosh, and that is make sure that is you get shirts with that cup of noodles mosh with just that just Mike, just a hand holding the
Yes.
cup of noodles
Yeah.
right there, light emanating all around
It's
it.
happening.
Yeah, because that is how he does it.
Oh, hold on a second. The Spike on the Mic show will be back after, we took 2 weeks off, but the Spike on the Mic show, you can hear us again on the spikeonthemic.com.
Follow that
throwing it out
under
there.
information nobody asked for. JR, we gonna
JR got some new shoes. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, we'll talk about the new
Oh,
shoes.
you got some new kicks?
Yeah, you like that?
What do you
Yeah.
got? What is that?
You like-
Jordans?
Nah, well, I mean, yeah, Nikes. They're called Ebrahms or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not Jordans. Is those for LeBron?
I don't know. I mean, but they're new.
You got them at Payless.
Yeah,
Yes,
I got them at the bin at the Big Lots.
We called those hot boxes back in the day, Maj.
slip and slides.
Yeah, slip and slides, hot boxes.
them pay lessons?
Yeah, them pay lessons
Okay.
at old school vernacular. Mosh Jelton, thank you very much, my friend. We're going to have you back definitely because you know how to do radio like we do it, where we just hang and we be real. And I appreciate you. JR, I'm going to miss you. You come in when you can, and we'll
Always.
get you back always. Spike on the mic. Good to have you back.
You know it.
I am a cat named Mo. We'll be back tomorrow, and that means it'll be the Cat Named Mo show.
It's a cat named Mo on 102.5 The Bone.